Final Fantasy VIII was the fastest-selling Final Fantasy game of all time until Final Fantasy XIII came out in 2009. It's the first Final Fantasy game to feature realistically proportioned characters instead of the classic super deformed look that all the previous games featured. There are a lot of differences in the way this game works compared to earlier games. One of the most hated changes, to me anyway, is the draw system. Instead of using magic points to cast spells, you have to repeatedly draw magic from points on the map or from enemies. It's quite a tedious process. The summoning system is also different. The summons are now called Guardian Forces, and they can be summoned many times, almost like casting a spell. They have their own hit points and can be killed during the summoning process. The junction system replaces the traditional equipping of armor and accessories, which seems really weird. To boost your stats and give elemental effects to your weapons and armor, you junction a Guardian Force and also drawn magic spells to your character. You only get one weapon for each character, but it changes in appearance and abilities when you upgrade it. You still level up with experience points, but it doesn't help you as much as junctioning does. Limit breaks return in Final Fantasy VIII, but they work differently than in Final Fantasy VII. They only become available when your hit points drop below a certain point, and even then there's only a chance, not a guarantee of it being usable. Enemies scale in level to match your own progress, so in theory, you shouldn't be able to become overpowered and demolish the game. I guess we'll see about that. The setting for Final Fantasy VIII is a world reeling from the after effects of a great war. A new military power rises called the Garden. Balam Garden trains students who can use magic through Guardian Forces. Most of your characters are trainees from Balam Garden who are trying to graduate and become Seeds, which are mercenaries sent around the world to complete missions. There are 6 main party members in this game, and they're led by Squall. Squall's kind of a douche. He doesn't talk much, and he doesn't seem to give a fuck about anything. I'm not really a big fan of what I remember him being like, but I know he changes a lot over the course of the game. I don't really remember much about the final boss, so that tells you right there we're not getting another Sephiroth or Kefka type. There are some really weird twists in the story, and there's also a strange side story that's shown through flashbacks or dreams where you play as a guy called Laguna. One more thing before we start. I'm playing the PC version of Final Fantasy VIII that I got from Steam. Apparently, they decided to replace the original soundtrack for the game with some MIDI file garbage. Luckily, there are mods to fix things like that. While I was at it, I installed some graphical mods too to make the game prettier. I had already recorded the first 90 minutes of the game, but when I saw and heard how shitty it looked, I re-recorded it with the mods. Here's a quick comparison for you. Shitty original? And the pretty awesome modded version. The fact that I can't remember much about Final Fantasy VIII should tell you that I don't love it as much as other games in the series, but I'll still enjoy playing through it again for the first time in many years. Let's go! Alright, here we go. It really is a million times better with this altered music. The MIDI music was terrible. Although, since I don't know crap about PC games, it took me like 2 or 3 hours to get all the mods installed and working. This is another mod I had to install. It was really confusing what button it was telling you to push. It would say, hit B1 to do this. I installed a mod that changes it to Xbox 360 controls, since I'm using one of those controllers. It's a nice day at the beach. I'll be here. I don't know who's supposed to be talking in this. Why? I'll be waiting. Here. Not sure why waiting is in quotes. For what? I'll be waiting for you, so... if you come here, you'll find me. Well, That makes sense. I promise. Pretty sure this is the love interest of the game. Don't remember her name. And now we transition into a gunblade. You know what that means? It's Squall time. And some crazy lady. Hey, it's Cypher, his best friend. They really like each other, trust me. What the hell was that? I think that might be the last boss. I can't really remember. I know it's a woman. Oh shit! They both have gun blades. Oh no you didn't. You don't taunt Squall and live to tell the tale, buddy. Yeah, it's kind of weird. They show a bunch of, like, clips of stuff that hasn't happened yet, but then some of this stuff's supposed to be happening now, I think, judging by how the game starts. Oh, you son of a bitch! You made me drop my weapon! Don't! You motherfucker, you made me bleed! I hit him so hard he turned into feathers. Didn't see that coming. Alright, so there you go. There's the opening cinema. We're going to start off this epic tale in the infirmary. How are you feeling? My forehead hurts. No kidding. Looks like your eyes are focusing. You should be fine. Say your name for me. It's Squall. Squall Leonhardt. What the fuck is that shit? Why don't you take it easy in training? Next time you might not be so lucky. Tell that to Cypher. That Cypher won't listen to anyone. Why don't you ignore him? I can't just run away. You want to be cool, huh? Well, don't get hurt in the process. Let's see, your instructor is... Quistis! I'll call her now. Just wait here a moment. Quistis? What kind of dumbass name is that? Oh, they got cell phones in this one. Quistis, come get your student. Yes, yes. His injury is not serious. It'll probably leave a scar. Right, now please come by. Introducing your teacher, and whoever this is. Squall, so we meet again. Who are you? Not important, I'm sure. That's your teacher? She looks like she's the same age as Squall. Maybe she's a prodigy. Yeah, that must be it. Then again, it isn't really a traditional school, it's for mercenaries. I knew it'd be either you or Cypher. Come on, let's go. Today's the field exam. Squall, is there something on your mind? Not really. Not really. Ha 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 ha! What's so funny? Funny? No, it's not that. I'm just happy. I feel like I'm beginning to understand my student a little, that's all. I'm more complex than you think. Then tell me. Tell me more about yourself. I don't wanna. Tell me about your cool jacket. It's none of your business. Oh my god. So annoying. You're the worst teacher ever. Here's our introduction to Balam Garden. I'm probably butchering the pronunciation, but I don't give a crap. Fancy. It's spelled B-A-L-A-M-B. Oh boy. School time. Good morning, class. Let's start with today's schedule. There seems to have been some rumors flying around since yesterday. Yes, the field exam for seed candidates will begin later this afternoon. Those not participating and those who failed last week's written test are to remain here in study hall. Field exam participants will have free time until the exam. Just be sure you're in top condition. Meet in hall at 1600 hours. I'll announce the team assignments there. Any questions? Oh, and Cypher. Do not injure your partner while training. Be careful from now on. Oh, you son of a bitch. Such a bitch. Field exam participants, I'll see you all later. Yeah, you better leave with your stupid trench coat. And Squall, I need to talk to you. Ah, jeez, what did I do now? Now, if I wasn't using the guide, I wouldn't know that you just instantly sit back down again, and then you get some GFs, Guardian Forces. Turn on the power, and if you go to tutorial, this happens. Squall confirmed. GF data for Squall searching. He has Quasicotl and Shiva. Sweet. You get to name the summons in this one. I'm just going to leave them as the default names. And the tutorial blah blah blah, we'll figure it out later. So you can set your Guardian Forces to learn skills. The guide says learn card and learn this other skill with Shiva, although I may not follow the guide for what it tells me to do with these skills later, because I think it makes you like super overpowered, so I probably shouldn't do that. Who are these nerds? You better show some courtesy to Instructor Trippe. It's an honor to be called over by Instructor Trippe. Oh, is it? Try to smile a little when you're talking to the instructor. Don't tell me what to do. I'll smile if I feel like it, which I don't. You haven't been to the Fire Cavern yet, have you? You won't be able to take part in today's seed exam if you don't pass this prerequisite. I was gonna go this morning, but Cypher. Do you have a good excuse? Not really. Then let's get going. If you're not too confident yet, you can review your studies at the study panel. I'll be waiting at the front gate, so come down when you're ready. You can access the study panel from your seat. I already did that. I'm way ahead of you. Let's see what your groupies have to say after I talk to you. I'm so jealous. Maybe I should take up that subject too. You couldn't handle it. Should anything happen to Instructor Trippe, the Trippies will get you back. Ooh, I'm frightened. Alone with Instructor Trippe. What the? Guy's a sex pervert. Snapping his fingers like that. I'm telling. Alright, so we're gonna walk down the hallway and then... I'm late! Oh, shit. Oh! Hope you didn't mess up my sexy jacket. Jerk. There! Sorry, I was kinda in a hurry. Yeah, I see that. Oh yeah, hey, did you just come from that class? Is homeroom over? Whoa, oh no! This place is so much bigger than my last garden. Oh, hey. I just transferred here. Do you think you could give me a quick tour at this garden? Sure, I guess. Woohoo! All right, let's go. We'll take the elevator to the first floor lobby, and I'll show you the directory. All right, let's go. Oh, hey, would you like to have these? My brother gave me these cards, but they're really not my thing. You can have them if you'd like. What? How do you play a card game? I think it'd be best to look at the card game explanation in the tutorial. I don't know much about it, really. If you want to play cards with someone, talk to them by pressing X, but keep in mind, not everyone's a card player. Oh, and by the way, I don't play, so don't bother challenging me. I wasn't going to challenge you anyway. Well, let's look at our awesome cards we just got. I'll be showing stuff from the card game from time to time, but probably not too much because it'll probably be kind of tedious. But yeah, you get the numbers. You got to line up your card's numbers with the numbers on another card that the other guy plays, and if your numbers are higher, you win that part. You'll see. Alright, here we are. That's the directory. Alright, bye. You can figure out the rest on your own. Well, this is it. Balam Garden's pretty big. It's a good idea to check where you want to go and select it here. I have a question. How do you use this? Move the cursor and press A to select. What's pressing A mean? Next, I'll give a quick explanation on the various facilities. Yes, sir! You'll find the dormitory to the north. The majority of the students live in the dorms. There aren't too many students who commute. Yeah, I'm in the dorms too! I know. You can rest and change in there. West of the north block is the cafeteria. There's always a big rush for the hot dogs. You better get used to waiting in line. Got it! East of the north block is the parking lot. We usually take the garden car when a mission comes up. The front gate's located to the south. That's right, I have to go meet Instructor Treppe at the front gate. What's the matter? Nothing. Next we have the quad, located in the west block. There's an event being planned there. I know, it's the Garden Festival. It's gonna be great. I'm planning to be on the committee. You want to help out too? Let's just continue. South of the west block is the infirmary. This is where you get treated for your injuries, but a lot of students just come here for advice. What's the doctor's name? Dr. Katawaki. Now the east block. This is the training center. It's the only facility open at night. It's used for training, and they have real monsters running loose there. If you don't take it seriously, you may end up dead. Just be careful. Okay. South of the east block is the library. There's a lot of material you can look up here, but the terminals in the classrooms are a lot more efficient. And you already know about the classroom on the second floor, right? Yep, I remember that one. By the way, the headmaster's office is located on the third floor. You need permission to get in. Another question. What's the headmaster's name? Headmaster Sid. Ah, of course it is. That's about it. Anything else? Got it. Hey, are you taking today's seed exam? Yeah. Then maybe I'll see you again later. I've already finished my training at the previous garden. I'm taking the seed exam today too. Good luck to both of us, huh? Thanks a lot. This is what the save points look like if you were curious. And we're going to take a detour to the library because the guide says to. So we're going to pick up some side stuff here. There's the beginning of some side quest by talking to this lady at the desk. Here's one of the problems I have with the controls and these PlayStation 1 games ported to later systems. I can't use the analog stick to get him to face NPCs when I'm trying to do it. Come on, just look at her! How hard is it to look at someone and press the goddamn A button? Fucking... The following acts are prohibited within the library. Talking loudly, eating and drinking, running around, and also, avoid late returns. No fighting over seats. I have to go over the library rules with the children next period. I'm very nervous. I hope they understand. Great. Apparently she's important later. I have a question for you. Esther was the country that was governed by this evil sorceress way back when, right? So what happened to the sorceress? Did someone overthrow the sorceress? Did we learn about this in class? I think I cut class that day, so I have no idea what this sorceress is about. Neither do I, pal. Neither do I. Oh, I just happened to go right to an item that I found in the guide. Occult Fan 1. What's that? It's this wacky book. Mysterious Monster Death. Odell Burke, 67, of Timber, was tending to his field when he found a dead monster after hearing a loud impact sound. Mr. Burke said it occurred while he was making a fence with steel pipes. An extremely strange death. I assume this is another side quest? I'm not really sure. wanna challenge me at cards? Fuck yeah. You're going down, bitch. So there's different rules, and there's different trade rules. If you win, you get like one card in this instance. In other ones, you can get more than one card. There's different rules. I can't remember what all of them are, but you start with a really shitty deck, so it's almost impossible to win any of these early card games, but I figured I'd give it a shot here, just to see if I can win some. Alright. It randomly chooses who goes first, so obviously you don't want to leave any of your low numbers on the edges. But I don't really have much choice, so I'm going to play this one. Aha! 4s can't be... Oh, you motherfucker. Alright, let's see what I got that can beat that. Aha, bitch! Now you... I fucking hate you. Alright, let's see. BAM! In your face! This is not going well. Okay. Pretty much the best I could do in these first card games is break even, where I don't lose anything, so that's pretty much the best I can hope for at this point. Alright, I got that. Oh, I'm losing 6-4. If I can beat him one more time, it will be tied. I did it! It's a draw, I don't lose anything. Ha! In your face! Scrub. What the hell's that shit on your face? Student number 41269, Squall. You're that problem child. Don't you have the final seed exam today? And you're making instructor trip wait! What are you still doing here? I don't have to take that kind of shit by someone who wears a driver's side mirror on their face. Anyway, I played cards with another guy. And I lost! Here's what happens when you lose. He stole all my goddamn cards! That was my favorite one, too. I'll remember you. You're dead. Here's one of the draw points I mentioned. Found a draw point. No one can draw. Bullshit! I'm an excellent artist. There she is. I have a few things to explain before we head off. GF gives us strength. The stronger the GF, the stronger we become. So here's a brief explanation on junctioning a GF. Are you talking about girlfriends or guardian forces? I'm getting confused. So these tutorials take quite a lot of time, so I kind of sped it up. You junction a GF with your character, and it increases your stats, and it gives you access to different abilities. You don't have like an attack and a magic and all that stuff by default. You choose which ones you want. You can have 4 different ones. So you got attack. I think that's a default one. You can choose magic. You can choose to summon the GF. You can draw, which lets you draw magic, and you can use items. But you can't have all 4 of them at once, so that's kind of inconvenient. So, gotta pick which ones I want to start with. I don't have any magic. Everything okay up till now? You can always check back by accessing tutorial from the menu. Alright. Once we get to the fire cavern, I'll explain how to junction magic. Use the command draw during battle and stock magic from your enemies. Be sure to have some stocked. Ready to go? Oh, I can't wait to stock magic. It's gonna be so great. You're gonna go east to the fire cavern. I'm not ready yet. Now that I could do this, junction or GF, I'll give you Shiva because you're both girls. Makes perfect sense. And summon the GF, draw magic since we have none, and don't have any magic, so we'll go for items. I'll do the same thing on Squall. I'll give him Quasacatl, the electric bird who replaced Ramu for some reason in this Final Fantasy. You forgot something? Okay, I'll be waiting right here for you. So I gotta go back and draw some magic. I can draw Cure! Woohoo! Now I got 3 Cure spells. See how that works? Oh, we're gonna have ever so much fun drawing magic. Yeah, it's far to the east, I know. I don't have to keep telling me over and over again. Alright, here's what the world map looks like with all the graphical mods and stuff. Sure, it doesn't look great, but here's what it used to look like. Oh my god. I think I'm gonna puke. Look at this garbage. And the music's terrible too. There we go. That's the stuff. Alright, so let's get into a battle. What do you say? My first enemy is some sort of bug. How underwhelming. Alright, let's beat the crap out of it. Squall, do you still remember? The right bumper is the trigger. Pull it just as you strike. Same for the Renzo Kukin. The hell is that? Thanks for explaining what that is and not just throwing a big word at me. Alright, let's draw magic from it. Since we don't know what it does, it's just question marks. So we'll draw, we get 4 fires, and the other one is Scan. Awesome. Alright, now I can feel free to kill you with my gun blade. So I gotta hit right bumper right as I attack. And god damn it, I missed it. She has a whip, so she says, "Bitch, you let Quistis out-damage you. Come on now." Now let's try this again. Here we go. Got him! There we go. You do bonus damage when you hit it, when you time it right. It's kind of like the Super Mario RPG in that way. Alright, so I get some experience, get some random items. Ooh, I even got some playing cards. And my GF got 1 AP towards those skills I'm trying to learn. Here's what the cave looks like with the mods. Now, I was looking for this one specific monster. Oh yeah, I'm going to junction my magic spells now that I have some. You can automatically choose from attack, magic, or defense, and it'll choose whichever spell increases that the most for you. So it gave me Thunder, and it gave her Cure. There'll be a tutorial later on that, but I just explained it to you, so you don't really need to know that. Here's what happens when you summon the Guardian Forces. Their bar shows up over your health bar, and they can be killed if they get attacked during that little ATB counter counting down, so you gotta be careful about that, because it's a pain in the ass to revive them. You have to have a special item to do it. Hey, I leveled up Shiva. So I was looking for this one monster that I wanted to fight, because it's really hard to kill. T-Rexor! Squall, be careful! Sometimes it's better to run. I don't think so. We can take this stupid dinosaur. I did this fight. It took, let's see, 13 minutes? So, I cut out a whole lot of it, and just left some of the interesting parts. See, I got Shiva summoning now, so and Quetzalcoatl. If he attacks either one of us, that summon will take damage like that, which is not good. Because Shiva is the one that does the most damage to him for whatever reason. I guess he's weak against ice. So here's what Shiva looks like in normal speed. Yep, Ice Tits returns again for another Final Fantasy journey. BAM! Take that, you son of a bitch. 757. And Quetzalcoatl. See, there's some strategy to the battles. I've already been getting hit for a while now, so Quistis already has 166 hit points out of like 300 something, so I could use an item. I don't have magic equipped yet still, so even though I have cure spells, I can't technically use them until I equip magic as one of my moves. So I'm stuck with just healing items, and they give you some to start with, but they start running out pretty quick. And I've still got damage from... I had to fight a lot of random battles before I finally got this stupid T-Rex sword to show up again. Only 300 from Quetzalcoatl, but you can use it to take a hit for you if your hit points are low. But I'm going to use one of my 6 potions I got here. I end up using all of them by the end of this battle. It does not really go that great. But I was extremely stubborn and I wanted to kill this thing just to see if I could. So, oops! Squall's almost dead. That's not good. Get another diamond dust in there real quick. Now, when your hit points are low, there's a chance that you'll get your limit break. But it's not guaranteed. And if you're not paying attention, like I wasn't like 2 or 3 different times when I could have used my limit break, you don't do it, because you got to push to the right. When there's a little arrow, you'll see here in a second. I think I get my limit break. And right. Didn't time it right. Come on, limit break. Alright, I'm going to use another potion. If Squall had gotten hit there, he would have died. Alright, so I'm going to use Quetzalcoatl to block any hits that would take more of my hit points. Let stupid Quetzalcoatl, who does 300 damage, take the hit. Alright, we'll skip forward a little bit more. Shiva's down to 200 hit points. And like I said, it's a huge pain if she dies. It's really hard to revive them when you don't have the items. Oops! She's down to 119. So you can use them as a shield, but they can also die too, so there's a bit of strategy involved there. Still not timing that stupid shit right to get the bonus damage. So skip forward some more. Hey, I got my limit break. Renzokuken. Alright, so luckily I remembered how to do it from a long time ago when I played the game. You hit the right bumper every time the thing gets in that second to last box there. And it does bonus damage. So I got him. Shiva's still... Oh, holy shit. 192 damage, you piece of garbage. I think if you hit him with that critical hit, it staggers him a bit, so you have a little bit more time before he attacks again. Oh shit, Shiva's almost dead. So if Shiva gets hit one more time, it's dead. I really don't want that to happen. And I think at this point I'd used up all my healing potions. Like I said, it's like a 13-minute fight that I cut at least half of it out. Alright, so if either one of us gets hit now, we're dead. Either Shiva or me. But I hit him with that. I think it staggered him a bit, so he didn't hit me. Got Shiva off again. This is the whole rest of the fight here at this point. No more healing items. Wasn't really sure what I had in my inventory. Can't use cure spells, because I'm stupid. Missed my chance to use my limit break 1 or 2 times, besides the one time I did do it. So I'm using my summon to prevent myself from dying here, so in case he hits me, it'll damage Quasicuddle and not Squall. I keep wanting to call Squall Cloud, because I played Final Fantasy VII for so long. Alright, another 300 damage. Don't hit Squall, that would be bad, and we don't want that. Bitch! Oh shit! And he hit Squall. Oops, I died. Well, that's bad. So, time to check our inventory and see if we got any Phoenix Downs. Because if we don't, we may be screwed here. Let's see what happens. 700 more damage. Don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me! And don't hit Squall! God damn it. Because he could still die in one more hit. So hopefully he hits Quistis or I'll come in deep shit. There we go. I got Quasicuddle off to block the hit. Shiva has leveled up a bit, so she actually casts faster than she did before. This thing has like 10,000 hit points or something ridiculous like that. So this takes quite a while, and... Got him! Boom! Might as well be a boss fight right there. Holy shit. Luckily, all the Guardian forces lived, so they'll get experience too, so that's pretty awesome. And I got a Dino Bone! 10 AP, level up my Guardian forces. Holy shit, that sucked. But I beat it! In your face! Luckily it starts you with some tents. So I'll just use one of those and get all my shit back. Anyway, this is probably a good place to stop. We're right outside the fire cavern, so next episode we're going to go in there and complete our trial to prepare for the seed exam. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, you can follow me on Twitter at D0WNWHERE, and as always you can support me at patreon.com/downwhere. Also, when you walk around, your GFs automatically restore hit points. Nice.